Well, today we actually learned a lot about the Immortals promo. I think we talked about yesterday how the rumor was like there wasn't a very big SBC on the way. I don't know where that came from because there's two massive SBCs coming out. One that is a pure like tots fodder drain big SBC that you would expect to see in the promo prior to Team of the Season. Evolutions leaked right now are pretty good. They look like they're going up to max 90 now. It does look like that might be a thing. And we just have the full Immortals team to go and look at and the full stats, of course, too. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the description down below. They are the cheapest and the safest option. You could use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. But yes, thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Yes, I'm talking to you. And let's start with content today. I've done the bit too many times. I can't do it anymore. There was jack shit for content, okay? But let's just go on to the leaks in the news now. Okay, I actually want to start with this prior to getting to our big SBCs here. And that was that there were these 4 leaked packs right here. And it's a tradable 82.5, tradable 78.5, tradable 85.2, and tradable 78.3. And it doesn't end there. Tradable 84.4, tradable 83.10, 83.3, 84.2, 88.5 tradable right there. I wanted to bring this up first because I wanted to reiterate this for this video. Like, seeing this, clearly we're going to get some sort of mini reward of some kind in objectives or in something that's now tradable that usually isn't. Maybe it's repeatable, maybe it's not. I don't know. It could be a draft objective or something like that, but there's something that's coming here, and it's not me this time. There's something here that it wasn't usually tradable that's now going to be tradable. So that's, you know, cause for concern if you're looking at the market. This might tank the market somehow if it's, you know, tradable or something like that. Or sorry, obviously they're tradable. If it was repeatable, right? If it was repeatable and tradable, that would do some damage. I wanted to show you this because, yeah, could it be an exchange kind of thing? Or would they give us tradable exchanges? You know, is that something? Just, I don't know what this is for. There's so many different ones that you do wonder, yeah, what is it exactly for? We don't have any idea. There is a chance too, of course, that they just end up being store packs, but it's just weird to see them added into the code that way. But okay, the first SBC that was kind of big news today, I thought maybe this was like the headliner and that's why people were a little bit upset. And that was that we're getting Beckenbauer, the lower version, as an SBC in this promo. And these are the official stats right here. 93 CDM, long ball, intercept, and jockey. Nice play styles for a CDM. 84 pace and 86 dribbling for a CDM is a little low right now. Now, he probably can play center back too, I'm assuming. Maybe that'd be a little bit more enticing for you to complete that card. But, you know, it's good. I'm sure it's going to be a good card. Just the 84 pace is a little low, which still sounds crazy for a center back to have 84 pace and be like, nah, it's too low. But seeing the stats combined with like the rumors yesterday, I saw this and I was like, okay, this is probably it, right? That's probably the big SBC this Friday. That was not the case. We got to confirm that we are getting a base Thierry Henry, not a base Thierry Henry, sorry, a baby version of an Immortals Thierry Henry as an SBC in this promo. And this is his official card right here. He's got rapid and low driven. So like the Team of the Year icon has a finesse shot and rapid. He's got rapid and low driven and very close of stats to the Team of the Year icon. It's just a little bit lower. And yeah, this is going to be an SBC coming out sometime soon. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, this makes more sense because I would assume we're going to get lots of fodder drains at around this time before Team of the Season. Now, of course, it doesn't make sense with what they were telling us yesterday. I think it was AC maybe who is literally tweeting this out and probably knew about this, of course. Yeah, why did he tell us that it wasn't going to be great SBCs? I don't know. Don't ask me. But here is that card compared to the Team of the Year icon right there. It's the same pace, -1 in shooting and passing, 1 dribbling, and 2 physical. So very, very close there. And I'm telling you right now, this Henry is, you know, the pros loved this card. He's one of the best cards in the game, and this card's going to be pretty damn close to that. So, yeah, I mean, he's very, very good. You guys know I packed him. He's insane, and he's going to be a very, very completed SBC, I'm assuming. And also very, very expensive, I am sure about that. Now, next up here is our new evolution coming. We got word a little while ago that there was going to be a Become Immortal evolution, whatever that meant. Looks like that is actually going to be like a promo-themed Evo. Cards will get 3 playstyle pluses and 94 rating, and it's a center mid evolution, which I think is pretty cool. You say down here, Bellingham is just a prediction. The Evo should come Friday. We'll have some stages. Final card will be 94 and 3 playstyle pluses. You will be able to get playstyles via objectives, etc. So it looks like that might be a little bit of that Future Stars Evo in there too. And he does say down here, I don't know who fits in this Evo. But yeah, I saw a tweet right after this, and I'll try and find that right now. Right here is Jake Futt trading. I'm having anxious thoughts. They're going to give 90 Hullet an Evo that surpasses his SBC. How mad would you be? And that was just a few hours before he says, this is why I have anxiety. And Hullet obviously is 90 rated. He could fit in this. We don't know that, but he at least meets some of the requirements that we know of already. Then we got this bit of news here that there was more Evos coming, or base playstyles look like in part of the Become Immortal one. So Finesse Shot and Travella, Low Driven Shot and Power Shot, Press Proven and Technical, Incisive Pass and Tiki Taka, Anticipate and Jockey, and then the 4-star skills 5-star weak foot boost or 5-star skills 4-star weak foot boost. So you probably can pick one of the two there for your card. I'm assuming you probably pick one between them. I don't know if that's for sure or not, but I wouldn't be surprised to have this be a pick and then you pick one of Incisive Pass and Tiki Taka, right? Because they're both really good, or maybe it's both. I hope it's both, right? I hope we can get a card with both great play styles being Incisive and Tiki Taka. And then down here in the replies, he does say also Finesse Shot Plus. So looks like that's going to be on the center mid version of a card, which, what do you think? I mean, it's hard to complain about Finesse Shot Plus, but on a center mid, how useful is that going to be? Probably depends on what formation you're running. If it's a 4-4-2, you might have your center mids going forward a little bit more. It might be helpful. And if you're not running a 4-4-2, or if you're running, let's just say a 4-2-2 recently that people have been rocking, maybe you go and pick a Cam then. I'm not sure. But yeah, Finesse Shot Plus, what do you think about that for a center mid? And then keeping the theme with Evos here, a couple of things. One, FUT Agent says Immortals Evos, 90 overall. Now, keep in mind, FUT Agent literally said, I want to say a week ago, it might not have even been a full week ago. He said a lot of 89 overall Evos coming, not many 90. In fact, I think he said no 90 overalls coming. We got like 2 89 overall Evos, then a 90 overall, and now the rest are just 90 apparently. So I don't know if FUT Agent just like tends to have inconsistent Evo leaks because Evo leaks are inconsistent, or if they're intentionally inconsistent. I don't know the whole thing behind this, but take what FUT Agent says like mostly true, but there's always room in there. And he seems to, I don't know, like blur the lines a little bit on what exactly is true and what's not. And then I want to say only like 4 or 5 hours after I posted my video is a really early leak. We got an attacker Evo that apparently can fit Hansen and Vinny. So 90 overall Evo, and also a winger evolution apparently that Leao fits in too. The leak is that all 3 of these cards fit in this Evo that was just leaked yesterday, and 52k to 93k, 32k to 50k extinct, and 120k to 200k extinct. I did say buy a Vinny. I said that. I hope you guys did if you had spare coins, because you're probably not going to be able to buy a Vinny now if he fits into this Evo and is cracked. You're going to have to try and snipe him. But yeah, there's this winger Evo leaked apparently, 90 rated, Hansen fits in. So yeah, we've got the center back Evo that we haven't seen yet. We have this new winger Evo that apparently is 90 overall as well. And then we have the center mid evolution that is the Become Immortal one. So we've actually got quite a few leaks. This might be the most evolutions leaked we've ever had at once before they come out. And now we've got our full Immortals Team 1 team and official cards leaked here. So let's go and take a look at this, because there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. We've got R9. I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, Beckenbauer looks pretty cracked, actually. That center back version. Henry, I mean, yeah. Some of these cards are ridiculous. Don't look too hard, though. You're not going to be able to afford him. We got Angerer, Ginola. Ginola is technical, incisive, and press proven. Interesting. Blanc's in there. There's a striker Bale card. So Bale is quick step, low driven, and dead ball. Interesting. Gianfranco Zola has finesse, quick step, and dead ball. A lot more with 3 playstyle pluses on this promo team, it looks like. Zanetti, quick step, jockey, and relentless. Zambrata also with relentless in there, but looks pretty damn good. Gerard has relentless as well. Thanks EA for that one. Bompastor. Then we got the baby versions down here, and Gareth Bale's baby version right there. You've got jockey and rapid, if you can see that. 97 pace, 90 shooting, 90 defending, only 81 physical on Bale, which I know that, you know, stats don't match necessarily the real life too well, but 81 physical for Bale on a left back card. Come on. I mean, he was more physical than that. But kind of crazy they gave this left back version 90 shooting. So some of you might actually really like that. He does have rapid and jockey. If you got attacking wing backs, you might love that. Mostovoy looks pretty damn good. Technical and Tiki Taka, low driven as well. Finally, a Mostovoy special card. Some of the baby versions down here will be great for evolutions. Like this Zola card, I believe, fits in the Strike Force Evo if he only has one position. So we'll see about that. If he has Cam, I think, only, then he'll fit in. And then Blanc as well. Looks like that's a throwback to the baby Blanc card, the old baby Blanc card that was always very expensive, played way above his stats. Algeber and Nedved there as well. The only card as well without a baby version here, if you go and look, if we zoom out, you have R9, who does not have one, right? Beckenbauer's an SBC, Henry's an SBC, and then everybody else here has a baby version, not the heroes, but the icons have a baby version, apart from Zambrata and Gerard, so there's always a chance, I guess, you might see those coming up here within the week, but EA might have just selected 2 icons in there to not have a baby version, so hard to say. But yeah, if pack weight is decent, okay, I mean, this promo is not going to do well for the market. You got those tradable packs that are weirdly going to come somewhere. You got big SBCs, big evolution, evolutions, it's gonna do what you expect it to. And there was this fraud zone tweet here. Okay, I don't know what, I didn't see this anywhere else in terms of this sentence here. You can literally turn a 64 rated bronze into a 90 plus hero slash icon. It's going to be insane. I didn't hear that from anywhere else. I'm assuming he's talking about that center mid evolution, so maybe you can choose like any rating and then get a card to the same stats pretty much. But in case it is true, I wanted to throw that out there for you guys. Now, I do want to say with those become immortal evolutions, there's a chance that there are two of them because we have become immortal hero, and we also in the card design leaks that came out have a become immortal icon. Now, what wouldn't surprise me is that you made your player a become immortal hero, and then the paid version upgrade is when they become an icon. That would kind of make sense to me, but there is a chance that they're like two separate evos entirely, and we end up getting two of them. So I want to throw that out there too, because that was leaked by a couple people saying like, oh, it's both, like there's gonna be two evolutions, but then some people didn't say that. So I guess my read into that is like, yeah, you have a hero evo that you can become an icon evo by paying for it, but maybe there is two, I'm not sure. The next SBC leak here, if you didn't see, we had the downgraded Nedved, but where was the upgraded Nedved? He's an SBC, and I tried to find his official stats. I couldn't find them, so I'm not sure if we actually have them yet, but those are the three SBCs leaked right now. It's Beckenbauer, it's Henri, and it is Nedved. But the Nedved card is the upgraded version, so it's not the base Nedved or whatever. And also, speaking of Henri, we did get news too that he's going to have the same alternate positions as his base, apparently. If you guys were interested in, you know, knowing what positions he was going to have, both of his versions just have striker and left wing, so that'll be what he has. And then I think it's the last bit of news, I believe, right now, is we do have the Bruno Fernandes Player of the Month card leaked, and he does have dead ball and long ball. So one great playstyle, and dead ball, maybe it's a more of a useful playstyle plus for you than it is, you know, personally for me. But he might be pretty good Evo fodder if you need like a Bruno Fernandes evolution later down the line here. But yeah, pretty much what we can take from all of this information that we have at the moment is right now what EA care about doing is getting rid of as much shit in your club as they possibly can. Whatever that might end up being, that might be upgrade packs they might drop, big SBCs and big Evos. They want to make sure you drain your balls, I mean clubs, before we get to Premier League Team of the Season. That's, I guarantee you, what they're thinking right now. And there's actually one last piece of news. It's not that surprising. We kind of figured this, but FUT Immortals is going to be a 2-week promo, so it kind of lines up with the new season in a way that the new season, it lasts until the end of Immortals, and then it's that next Thursday, then the season actually ends, and then the next day we get Team of the Season, right? So I think that's kind of how that all lines up together. And AC does clarify that it's not like, you know, Future Stars Evos were a selection of cards you got to pick from to then build your Evo. Apparently this one is, he thinks, any. So that was also kind of thrown into these replies here. And okay, one thing I wanted to ask you guys is, you know, is there a role, for example, like this guy's post here on Reddit, TQ Hype says the wide midfielder role is underrated. Is there a role that people don't use? Like, for example, target forward for a striker, right? No one tends to really use that one. Is that one actually pretty damn good? Is there another role like that as a CDM or a cam or something like that that no one seems to be using that you like a lot? Because I want to try them out for videos in the future on the second channel. So I kind of want to see what you guys say, and if there's more than a few of the same ones, I want to try out certain roles, because there's always things that people haven't found out yet that maybe it's really good. Maybe target forward as a striker is actually really, really good. And same thing with wide midfielder, right? Because not many people like to experiment with tactics. It's more so, hey, what's the best ones? You type it into Google and then, you know, copy paste, right? So if you guys have been using other shit that's not as popular, let me know if you like it. And I'd like to reiterate one last time, this is probably going to be your last chance at this, okay? And it's already bad, like it's already a little too late, but we've talked about you need to buy 90 overall cards for the last few weeks here, and it's your last chance right now. If there's a 90 overall card that you know for a fact you're going to want to Evo, well, right now you need to go and buy that card. Even for example, like Kirkchu, right? This card right here might be crazy or something like that. He might fit into one of these Evos coming up. Pascal Gross, let's go to page 2. You've got, I don't know, if you like a BD Pele in FIFA, go out and buy that card. You know, just, it could be anybody. This is just your last chance, because we saw what it's like when Evos are going crazy. With that other striker Evo, the Strike Force Evo, there were probably 20 cards or 15 cards maybe that were extinct, and you don't want to end up in that scenario when another evolution comes out. This might be one of your last chances to do that. And then high rated fodder right now, it's interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm interested in it a little bit. I know it's risky because this pack weight could be crazy. A lot of those cards, if we go and look at the promo team that we've got leaked here, the fodder cards in this, you're looking at I don't know, probably the 91s and belows you're probably looking at. Bomb Pastor might be fodder. She might end up being 92 rated, like the base 92 price there, but like, is she going to be 44K? Is that really how cheap Bomb Pastor is going to be? I would doubt it. You're looking at like 91s and below. So you could be looking at 92s right now being a fantastic buy if Henry's really, really expensive. I don't think he's going to be quite as completed as Hullet is. I think he's going to be close, but not quite. But you probably do have some 92 rises, 91s maybe a little bit, but I would definitely say 92s have a decent chance of rising up. The way they wouldn't here is actually if Henry required 90 rated squads and not 91. If it's 91 rated squads like Hullet was, 92s will go up, but if it's 90s, they might not move as much. And also, there's Renard and Shaw here as well. Some 93 cards could even be fodder here, some of the bigger stuff, but I'm going to probably buy a few 92s. I know it's risky. It's definitely more risky than the Hullet investments, but I'm going to buy some 92s myself and just see what happens. And okay, let's read your comments now. We've got James Saint Hattrick, who says, I feel like GTA 6 is our only chance at show-stopping content that will light the fire under EA's pants to deliver better content for next year's game. And I made a video talking like literally about this on my second channel months ago, and it was like, not gonna lie to you, this might sound like cope, but post this whole fiasco that EA clearly are trying to like make up for, the whole we lost money fiasco, made like big gaming headline news that EA lost a bunch of money. Since then, we've been seeing like improved stuff. And then you've got the reported GTA 6 release date that Take-Two still, stood by a couple months ago. They still stood by fall 2025. It's been so under wraps, and there's not even been a second trailer yet that people are like doubting that more and more every single day. EA at least have been planning, and all gaming companies have been planning for GTA 6 to come out in the fall of 2025. So next year's content, I genuinely think, is going to be like, we will see the most new features in next year's game that we will probably have ever seen in a FIFA title, like since maybe the last 10 years, I would say, because I legitimately think they have to go above and beyond. And if they don't, they are going to just concede like legitimately half of their player base to GTA 6 for like a month or two, and potentially even longer than that. If GTA 6 comes out and genuinely is like super fun, the online is just like the old GTA 5 online in terms of how well it does, then EA is in big trouble if they don't make like a splash for FC 26. So I think they know that, and all gaming companies know that right now. But okay, Doc and Rum says this: I think when someone asks about saving packs, they aren't asking about fun. They're asking which promo would opening packs yield the better pulls. And that, I kind of didn't explain that well yesterday. What I meant by saying just open whenever you'll have the most fun is because I don't fully believe that you really will tell the difference between saving packs and XYZ promo, apart from maybe Team of the Year. Team of the Year time, they really nerfed the pack weight, right? So you can save a ton of packs for that and end up not packing anything. But I feel like for anything that's not Team of the Year or maybe Premier League Team of the Season, it doesn't really matter which one you save up for. It really just comes down to luck at the end of the day when it comes to most promos. And that's kind of why I said yesterday, like, just do whatever you have the most fun doing. Don't even worry about that. I think besides Team of the Year or Prem Team of the Season, because that one, like, there's a dramatic shift in pack weight, so maybe consider that and think about that. But other than that, I don't think the pack weight shift is extreme enough usually to like warrant that into your consideration. Just worry about the fun aspect. And I saw a bunch of comments being like, hey, thanks for telling us to buy gold Vinnies. I made a lot of coins. I got some good advice once in a while, okay? And do you guys wonder if, because there are so many animations in this game, that maybe that is the reason that there is delay? Like, I was seeing some, back and forth here, and this guy said, when everyone said that this was good back in January, you can see the entire pitch and fans were lagging. They probably lowered the rendering to compensate, but it was not sustainable when you have almost 1 million animations. I don't really know like how much truth there is in that, but like I was saying yesterday, it is undeniable that FC, when you go play another sports game, go play really any other game, FC has a ton of animations. They are one of the best in terms of just the sheer amount of them. However, does that then contribute to all the problems that we face? Because can the game just not handle it? We know the game is not optimized very well. We've all been well aware of that. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of animations, right? ATL Brave, though, says EA continues to show they can make the game better when it benefits them. Quality of life change change in April, things must continue to be as bad as far as player count goes. Goes to show if you don't like the game, don't buy FC points. And listen, I totally agree with you. I think that the player count numbers, maybe they are dipping a little bit again. I looked on Steam and they're kind of staying about the same as they have been for the last month or so. And it is better than last year's actually was at this time, I believe. But at the same time, remember there were the Euros last year, right? So the player count numbers will be a lot higher in the May and June times and July times last year than they will be this year. So EA are going to try and compensate for that probably in other ways and then add things in and do things in those months that we probably wouldn't usually see because they had the Euros last year and they don't want to have the numbers be half of what they were last year. And then that article comes out and it's like, holy shit, it's getting worse or whatever. But yeah, hey, thank you all for joining and being here today. I appreciate you all so much. Love you all, servers. Peace.